Welcome back, students. In the last class, we covered interfaces concept and various forms of interfaces concept. In this class, I am going to discuss multiple inheritance in Java. Multiple inheritance in Java. What is multiple inheritance? Already you know that types of inheritance: single, multi-level, and hierarchical inheritance. Next one is multiple inheritance. Why Java does not supported multiple inheritance, and what is multiple inheritance, in which concept we can implement multiple interfaces concept. First of all, what is multiple inheritance? Derivation of one class from two or more superclasses. Derivation of one class. Derivation of one class. Derivation of one class from two or more superclasses. Two or more superclasses. Two or more superclasses. Derivation of one class from two or more superclasses is called multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. Okay, what is multiple inheritance? Derivation of one class from two or more superclasses is called multiple inheritance. What is single inheritance? In the previous class, we discussed single, multi-level, and hierarchical inheritance. What is single inheritance? Derivation of a class from only one superclass is called single inheritance. Next one, coming to the multi-level inheritance, derivation of a class from another derived class is called multi-level inheritance. Next, coming to the hierarchical inheritance, derivation of several classes from only one superclass is called hierarchical inheritance. But multiple inheritance means derivation of a class from two or more superclasses. Derivation of one class from two or more superclasses is called multiple inheritance. For example, here A, B. Next one, C. Here C is derived from A and C is derived from B. Here derived class is C. Derived class is C. C is derived class. C is derived class. Derivation of one class from two or more superclasses. Here A is superclass 1, A is superclass 1 and B is superclass 2 and B is superclass 2. Derivation of one class from two or more superclasses is called multiple inheritance. Here C is derived from A and B. C is in this figure, C is derived class, A and B are superclasses. A and B are superclasses. Next one, consider this example. Here father, mother. Father, mother. Next one, child is derived from, here child is derived from father and mother. Here child is the derived class. Here child is the derived class. Child is the derived class. Father and mother both are superclasses. Father and mother both are superclasses. Here father is superclass. Next mother is superclass. Mother is superclass. Derivation of a class from two or more. Derivation of a class from two or more superclasses is called multiple inheritance. Derivation of a class from two or more superclasses is called multiple inheritance. In this one, consider these figure. Here C is derived class, A and B are superclasses. C is derived from two superclasses, that is called A and B. So consider these figure. Here child is a derived class. Child is derived from father and mother. Both father and mother are superclasses or parent classes. Next one, next point. Java does not support multiple inheritance. Here Java does not support multiple inheritance. Java does not support multiple inheritance. multiple inheritance directly through the classes. Java does not support multiple inheritance directly through classes. Here, Java does not support multiple inheritance directly through the classes. Multiple inheritance is one of the future of object-oriented programming language. Java supports multiple inheritance concept through interfaces concept. It is one of the future of object-oriented programming language concept. But Java does not support multiple inheritance directly through the classes. It can be achieved by using interfaces concept. It can be achieved or it can be implemented by using interfaces concept. It can be implemented by using interfaces concept. It is called multiple inheritance. Here, derivation of one class from two or more superclasses is called multiple inheritance. Next one, Java does not support multiple inheritance directly through the classes. It can be implemented by using interfaces concept. Java does not support multiple inheritance concept directly through the classes. Let's see the implementation. Why Java does not support multiple inheritance through the classes. Here let us see the example here. Your doubt will be clarified why Java does not support multiple inheritance directly through the classes. Here let me explain a small example, small program here. Here I am writing one class parent, class father. In this class I am defining one method, void property. So here property is the method. What is the return type of this method? Void type, data type. What is the body of this method? Here I am writing system.out.println. Father property is father property is 10,000. Simply let us assume here father property is 10,000. Next one, here I am closing method body. Next, here I am defining one more class mother. In this class also again I am defining property method. What is the return type of property method? Void type, data type. Here I am writing one system.out.println. I am providing body of these property method. Here system.out.println mother property is 5,000. Simply let us assume mother property is 5,000. Here I am closing method body and class body. Here father and mother both are superclasses. So in this one, father and mother both are superclasses. What is multiple inheritance? Derivation of one class from two or more superclasses. Here father, mother, child. Derivation of a class from two or more superclasses is called multiple inheritance. Here child extends father and mother. Here derived class is child, father and mother both are superclasses. Our concept is multiple inheritance. What is multiple inheritance? Derivation of one class from two or more superclasses. Here father and mother, these two are superclasses. Child is derived class. Next I am taking one more class. Yes, I am taking one more class. Class child extends father comma mother. Class child extends father comma mother. Class child extends father comma mother. Here father comma mother. Here class child extends father comma mother. So in this class I am defining main method. Here I am writing public static void main. Here I am writing public static void main. Public static void main string aux array. Public static void main string aux array. After defining main method, we have to create object of subclass. In our program, so what is the subclass? What is the subclass? What is the child class? Child is the subclass. In the inheritance concept, we can create object of the subclass. If we create an object of the subclass, we can accessing both superclass members and subclass members. But if we create an object of superclasses, only we can accessing superclass members but not subclass members. That's why always we can create object of subclass in inheritance concept. So here child is the subclass. Here I am creating object of subclass child C equal to new child. Child C equal to new child. With the help of child class object reference, here I am calling property method. Here I am calling property method. So here I am closing method body, main method body and the class body. Let us see this program. Let us consider this program. If you compile and run this program at the time of compilation, it leads an compilation error. If you compile and run this program, what is the output we have getting? At the time of compilation, it leads an error. Compilation error because derivation of one class from two or more superclasses is called multiple inheritance. Here class child extends father and mother. Class child extends father comma mother. A class extends only one class at a time. But it implements multiple interfaces simultaneously. But a class extends only one class at a time. But in this program here, extended two classes. Child is the class. That class extends multiple classes. But our restriction is a class extends only one class at a time. So here I am calling object of the child class. With the help of these object reference, I am calling property method. Here the problem occurs when there is a same method in the both the superclasses father and mother. It is a same method name. That method name is property. So here I am calling property method with the help of child class object reference. So compiler cannot determine which class method could be executing. So on calling method, compiler cannot determine which class method could be executing. So even calling compiler cannot know which one is highest importance both the superclasses. So compiler gets ambiguity. In that situation, compiler gets ambiguity. So it leads an compilation error. First one is a class extends only one class at a time. But it implements multiple interfaces simultaneously. But here our both the superclasses father and mother have the same method. That method is property. In the father class we have defined already I have written one method. That method is property. In the mother superclass also I have written one method property. In the both the superclasses father father and mother have written property method. So here the problem occurs when there is a same method exist in both superclasses. On that situations, on calling the method name with the help of child class object reference, here on calling the method name, compiler gets ambiguity. Here compiler cannot determine which class method could be executing, father property or mother property method could be executing. Compiler cannot determine which class method could be executing. Here compiler gets an ambiguity. Even though whenever we can calling same method name with the help of object reference, so here in that time also compiler don't know which class method gets highest priority. Here one problem is there. That problem is compiler gets ambiguity. So whenever one class extends multiple classes, here one class child extends multiple classes, father and mother. Here father and mother both are super classes. Even though, for example, father mother name is different, mother mother name is different, in that situation also it leads an compilation error, because a class extends only one class at a time. A class extends only one class at a time but implements multiple interfaces simultaneously. So if you compile and run this program, at the time of compilation it leads an error, compilation error. Here the problem occurs when there is a method exist in both superclasses and subclasses. On calling the method name, on that situation compiler cannot determine which class method could be executing. Here father and mother both are superclasses, so it gets ambiguity which class method could be executed. Even though calling compiler cannot determine which class method gets highest priority. So here one problem is there. To overcome this problem, Java Soft people introduced interfaces concept. Java Soft people introduced interfaces concept. So because Java does not support multiple inheritance concept directly, already we have seen in the previous program, it leads on compilation error. Through classes, Java does not support multiple inheritance concept. It can be achieved by using interfaces concept. Let us see the implementation of program here. Here I am defining one interface. Interface father. In the interface class, interface contains only method declarations. Without any body. Already you know that because interface contains method declarations without any body. Any method can be defined within the interface should be the public access specifier. Here public void property. Next here I am defining another interface. Mother. So in this interface also it contains method declarations without any body. Any method can be defined within the interface should be the public access specifier. In the same mother class also I am defining one method, property method. Here I am closing interface body. Here it means derivation of one class from two or more superclasses. In this one, next one, class child implements father comma mother. Class child implements father comma mother. Already we have seen in the previous program, this program implemented through classes, but Java does not support multiple inheritance through classes. It can be achieved by using interfaces concept because in this program already we have declared two interfaces. I have written one method in the father interface and the mother interface. I have written same method in the father interface and mother interface. Both the methods are same method. That method is property method. Here class child implements father and mother. Here child is the subclass. Child is the subclass. Child is the derived class. Child implements father and mother. So whenever Java compiler identifies the implements keyword, Java compiler checks whether the user providing the body of whether declarations of property this property method or not. Otherwise, at the time of compilation, it leads an error. So whenever our class implements the interfaces, so as a user responsibility, we can providing the method body of these interface. Here what is the method declaration property method? So in this class I am providing the body of property method, public void property. Here public void property. Property method is same in both the superclasses father and mother, because father and mother, these two are superclasses. Our multiple inheritance means derivation of one class from two or more superclasses. Here our derivation of one class, that class is child. That class is derived from two superclasses, father and mother. Here father and mother both are superclasses. Here I am providing the body of property method, public void property. Here I am providing the body. Here I am writing system.out.println. System.out.println. Father property equal to 10,000. Father property equal to 10,000. Next, in the similar way, I am providing the mother property in the same method, because method name is same in both the superclasses father and mother. Here system.out.println mother property equal to 5,000. So we can providing the body of corresponding interfaces father and mother. That method is property method. Here child is the subclass, father and mother are superclasses. Here child gets all the properties from father and mother. Next one, here I am defining main method. Next, here I am defining main method. Public static void main. Public static void main string aux array. Public static void main string aux array. After main, we can open the curly brace. Here I am creating object of subclass. Here I am creating object of the subclass. In our program, what is the subclass name? Child. So we can create object of the subclass. Here I am creating object of the subclass. Child C equal to new child. Child C equal to new child. With the help of child class object reference, I am calling property method C dot property method. C dot property method. Here I am closing main method body and these class body. So it is called multiple inheritance. Derivation of one class from two or more superclasses is called multiple inheritance. In this one, already I have declared two interfaces, father and mother. So both father and mother are superclasses. Both the father and mother have declared one method. I have written one method. That method is property method. Next one, class child implements father and mother. So in this child class, I am providing the body of property method. Here I am writing two statements, system.out.println father property and mother property. Next, I am defining main method. I am creating object of the subclass. What is our subclass? Child class. Child C equal to new child. With the help of these object reference, I am calling property method. It is calling property method. So whenever child class object reference calling property method body could be executing father property equal to 10,000, mother property equal to 5,000. If you compile and run this program, you can get father property equal to 10,000 and mother property equal to 5,000. With the help of child class object reference, I am calling property method. So that property method, child class property method could be executing. So it is interfaces concept. Java does not support multiple inheritance concept directly. It can be achieved by using interfaces concept. In this one, everyone remembering one point. So a class extends only one class at a time. But it implements multiple interfaces simultaneously. Here child implements father, mother. But class child extends father comma mother, it leads and compilation error, because a class extends only one class at a time. A class extends only one class at a time, but it implements multiple interfaces simultaneously. It is called multiple inheritance through interfaces. Java does not support multiple inheritance concept directly through the classes. It can be implemented by using interfaces concept. It is the program. Yes, I will explain one more example with respect to the multiple inheritance program. Here, one figure is visible. In this one, theory is the class. Practical is the interface. Result is the class. What is multiple inheritance? Derivation of a class from two or more superclasses is called multiple inheritance. In this one, theory is the class. Our class result extends the theory and implements practical. Here theory and practical. Theory is class, practical is the interfaces. Already you know that interfaces also act as superclasses. Here result is the subclass. Theory and practical both are superclasses. Here result class is derived from theory and practical. Derivation of a class from two or more superclasses is called multiple inheritance. Here let's see the program. First, here I am defining one class theory. Class theory. Based on because our student result is considered on theory mock plus practical mocks. Finally, your result came. So we can consider as theory mocks and practical mocks. Theory mocks plus practical mocks is based on your result. Here theory, class theory. So in this class I am defining three variables into T1, T2, T3. Suppose let us imagine theory have three subjects, T1, T2, T3. Theory 1, theory 2, theory 3. Next, here I am generating one constructor. Already you know that constructor name same as the class name. In this constructor have three arguments. It is a parameterized constructor. What is parameterized constructor? The constructor that accepts arguments as a parameters is called parameterized constructor. In this constructor have three arguments A, B, C. ABC or type of integer type. Next, in this constructor I am assigning T1 equal to A, T2 equal to B, T3 equal to B. So theory 1 mocks I am initializing to A variable, theory 2 mocks I am initializing B variable, theory 3 mocks T3 I am assigning to C variable. Here I am closing constructor body. Next I am defining one method. Void show. So in this show method, because I will print theory 1 mocks, theory 2 mocks, theory 3 mocks as output. So I will displaying on the console. That's why here I am writing system.out.println statement. Here system.out.println theory 1. System.out.println theory 1 equal to plus T1. Next, in the similar way, we have to accessing theory 2 mocks, theory 3 mocks. Next, here I am writing system.out.println theory 2. Theory 2 equal to plus T2. Next one, here I am writing system.out.println theory 3 equal to plus T3. Next, here I am closing show method body. Next, here I am closing show method body. Next, here I am closing show method body. Show method body is open and closing. We have to open the curly brace and closing the curly brace. It is a mandatory to close the curly brace. For example, if you forget to close the curly brace at the end of method body, at the time of compilation, it leads an error. Next, in this theory class, I want to define one more method into TOT one method, into TOT one method, or into total one, or into total one, into total one method. This method returns T1 plus T2 plus T3. Finally, we have three subjects, T1, T2, T3. So total one method returns sum of three subjects, that is T1 plus T2 plus T3. Here I am closing method body. Here I am closing total one method body and class method body. Here, what is theory class? So Java does not support multiple inheritance concept directly. It can be achieved by using interfaces concept. Here in this figure, result is a derived class. Theory and practical both are super classes. What is our concept? Multiple inheritance. What is multiple inheritance? Derivation of a class from two or more super classes is called multiple inheritance. Already you know that interfaces act as super classes. Here class, theory and interface is practical. Result also theory. Class result extends theory, implements practical. Result extends theory, implements practical. Here I am defining one interface. Here I am defining one interface. Interface practical. Interface practical. Result is based on theory marks plus practical marks. Suppose your results came, you can calculate CGPA as total theory marks plus practical marks. For let us imagine in the theory we have three subjects. In the practical also we have three practical subjects. So interface practical, interface declare same in the interfaces are similar to a class. Interface declaration also starts with interface keyword and followed by interface name. Your interface name is practical. So in this interface I am defining three variables. All the variables can be defined. All the variables can be defined within the interface should be the final access specifier. Because final means it acts as constants in Java, we can't modify final variables. At any situation, at any time, we can't change final variables value. Here I am defining three practical subjects into final. P1 equal to 50, P2 equal to 50, P3 equal to 50. Just we have three theory subjects and three practical subjects. Because practical is an interface, any variable can be defined within the interface should be the final access specifier. Next here I am defining one method. Public int total 2. Already we have declared total 1 method in the theory class. Total 2. Interfaces contains only method declarations without any body. Interfaces contains only method declarations without any body. Has a responsibility we can providing the method body in the later stages. Here theory is the class, practical is the interface. Interface practical, in the interface class already I have declared three variables P1, P2, P3, practical marks 1, practical marks 2, practical marks 3. So at the time of declaration stage I can initializing a value to the variable because P1, P2, P3 are final variables. Default initialization is not applicable to the final variables. A variable can be declared as a final. At the time of declaration stage, we can initializing a value to the variables. Otherwise, compilation error will occur. Next, any method can be defined within the interface should be the public access specifier. In this practical interface, already I have written one method, total 2 method. It is an integer type data, but it is a public. Any method can be defined within the interface, so should be the public access specifier. Here I am opening interface method body. Here I am closing interface method body. Let us continue with our program. Already we have declared theory class and interface practical. Next One is class theory, sorry, class result, extends theory, class result extends theory, class result extends theory, implements practical, implements practical, implements practical. So in this one, result is the subclass, theory and practical both are superclasses. Here result extends theory. In this one, result is the subclass. Every subclass have some own methods and own variables, but it is a subclass. It extends all the variables and methods from the superclass. So in this superclass, in this subclass, I'm defining, I'm creating one constructor, result, int a comma int b comma int c. Already in the superclass constructor in the theory class have same the argument a b c, a b c. So in this result class, first of all in this result constructor, so I am accessing superclass members. I am accessing superclass constructors. So in this one I am calling super a comma b comma c, a comma b comma c. Here I am closing subclass constructor method body. Next here I am defining already in the practical interface. Already I have written one method in the interface. Method contains only method declarations without any body. So in this one, our class extends the theory, implements practical. So we can providing the body. We can providing the body public int. What is our method name? Total 2. Total 2. Public int total 2. So it returns practical mocks P1 plus P2 plus P3. So we have closing method body. Next one. Have closing method body. Next I am defining one method, void show. Void show. Show is available in, show method is available in superclass. That class is a theory class. So in this subclass show method, I will accessing theory class show method. So in order to access both superclass members in the subclass, we have call with the help of super reference. Here super dot show. Super dot show. Next, suppose your results are came theory mocks plus practical mocks is equal to your result. Here suppose int total equal to super dot total 1. Total 1 method is available in the superclass called theory. In the theory class, 2 methods available, show method and total 1 method. So in order to access superclass members in the subclass, we need super reference with the help of method calling. So using method calling, we are using super reference, super dot total 1, super dot total 1 plus already in the subclass we have one method, already in the interface we have one method, total 2 method. Finally theory mocks plus practical mocks is equal to our result. Next continuation. Here I am writing system dot out. Simply I am writing SOP. System dot out dot println practical 1 equal to plus P1. Next system dot out dot println practical 2 equal to plus P2. Next, in the similar way, I am writing system dot out dot println. Simply here I am written as SOP s dot op system dot out dot println practical 3 equal to plus P3. Next, here I am closing show method body and result class body. So our class result extends theory, implements practical. In this statement means result is the subclass, theory is the superclass in general scenario. So what are the properties available in superclass? Those all properties would applicable to the result class. But our theory implements practical. Whenever one class implements the interface, at the time of compilation, compiler checks whether the user providing the body of corresponding method declarations of interface or not. Otherwise, at the time of compilation, it leads an error. Next one, here I am defining one class, class multiple. In this class, I am defining main method, public static void main, string auxarray. Public static void main string auxarray. So I am creating object of the subclass. In this one, what is our subclass? Result are equal to new result. So in this result constructor, so I am accessing super a comma b comma c. So we can pass theory mocks 100 comma 99 comma 95. Theory 1 100, theory 2 99, theory 3 95. So with the help of these object reference, I am calling show method r.show. I am closing class body and main method body. So here r.show. Show is the method. Method is available both superclasses and subclasses. So in the subclass, I am accessing superclass method with the help of super reference. Here class multiple, public static void main string auxarray. So I am creating object of the subclass result class. Result are equal to new result 100 comma 99 comma 95. R dot show. With the help of subclass object reference, I am calling show method. Show method body could be executing. So into total equal to super dot total 1 plus total 2. Total 1 means 100 plus 99 plus 95. It returns total 1 method returns theory 1 plus theory 2 plus theory 3. T1 plus T2 plus T3. 100 plus 99 plus 95. And the total 2. Total 2 method returns practical marks P1 plus P2 plus P3. Already at the time of declaration stage, we can initialize the value of a variables in the interface declaration. P1 equal to 50, P2 equal to 50, P3 equal to 50. So finally, if you compile and run this program, we have get theory 1 equal to 100, theory 2 equal to 99, theory 3 equal to 95. In the similar way, practical 1 equal to 50, 2 equal to 50, 3 equal to 50. Finally, in order to access total in this show method, we have write one statement, total equal to plus total. Then only we can accessing final total on the console. It will print practical marks plus theory marks on the console. Finally 100 plus 99 plus 95 plus 50 50 50. So we can get 444.